Good evening and thank you for joining us on the War Diary. On the 407th day of the war, here are the main highlights at 7 p.m. Beirut time. While discussions continue over a potential ceasefire agreement between Hezbollah and Israel, clashes on the ground show no signs of abating. Israel launched a series of airstrikes on Beirut and southern Lebanon on Saturday, just 1 day after Lebanese officials announced they were considering a U.S. truce proposal. In the aftermath of new Israeli warnings to the residents of southern Beirut, Israeli forces intensified their airstrikes, targeting the Hadath Kafa'at area as well as neighborhoods like Burj al-Barajni and Har Tahrik. Earlier in the day, Israeli warplanes and drones hit Har Tahrik, destroying several buildings, including 4 on Abbas al-Musawi Street. Israeli drones had also issued a warning strike near the Shiite Council in Har Tahrik, urging evacuation from specific buildings marked on maps provided to residents. In southern Lebanon, civil defense teams have been evacuating civilians from threatened areas as Israel continued to issue warnings for villages such as Kfar Hamam, Kfar Shuba, and others. Tyre in particular faced multiple airstrikes with casualties reported from a drone attack targeting a motorbike near the coast. Other southern villages, including Majd al-Zoun, Mansouri bint Jbel, and Tibnin, were also heavily bombarded. A missile strike on a government hospital in Tibnin caused significant damage. Meanwhile, artillery bombardments persisted in towns like Khiem and Shib'a, while Israeli airstrikes resulted in road closures and further casualties. One such strike targeted a civil defense team in the Arnoun, Kfar Tibnit area, injuring 6 paramedics. In Shib'a, an airstrike hit a home, injuring a family who were taken to a hospital by the Red Cross. In Tyre, the historical Al-Athar neighborhood was heavily damaged, and civil defense teams continued to clear rubble, recovering 2 bodies from the rubble in Al-Maydiyeh. Israeli forces also raided areas like Al-Dhaira, while clashes intensified between Hezbollah and Israeli forces in towns like Marun al-Ras. In a tragic development, at least 6 people were killed and 5 injured in a massacre in Al-Khaybi village in Baalbek. The Lebanese Ministry of Public Health confirmed 7 deaths and 65 injuries from Israeli attacks as of Friday, November 15, bringing the death toll to 3,452 with 14,664 injured. Hezbollah, in response, claimed responsibility for targeting Israeli military bases, including the Ramim base and Sella Maris naval base, with rocket salvos. They also launched drone attacks on Israeli positions in northern Israel, including the Yaron, Kiryat Shmona, and Avivim areas. Hezbollah's strikes on Nahariya and Galilee followed drone and missile launches from southern Lebanon, with Israeli forces intercepting only some of the incoming missiles. Additionally, reports indicate that the Israeli chief of staff recently visited Kfar Kila in southern Lebanon. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the health ministry reported 43,799 deaths since the conflict began. In the West Bank, Israel destroyed a mosque in al-Hayran as part of its settlement expansion efforts, drawing condemnations from Human Rights Watch over forced evacuations in Gaza, which it deems ethnic cleansing. On the diplomatic front, French Minister of the Armed Forces Sébastien Lecornu is touring the Gulf to discuss the ongoing Middle East conflicts. That's it for today's recap. Join us tomorrow for another update. Until then, stay connected on our website www.thisisbeirut.com.lb and on our social media platforms.